That was sloppy. He has gifted away his wicket. The batting side is sending in top order big guns now. Up goes the finger. Batsman's not too sure about the umpiring decision. The DRS review can be saved for later. That's the second wicket in a row. He just has to stick to the basics and play his natural game. Still with a bit of grass on, the opening bowlers need to capitalise.
The ball could bounce around on this green pitch. Tough night for batters.
The captains are ready to call for the toss. Heads or tails? It's anyone's guess. He goes for heads. And heads it is. They've decided to bat first. Fielding team is on the ground. The opening duo is making their way to the centre. Both teams have some extraordinary players in their lineup. We can hope for a cracker of a match today. He's the new man in. He should stick to the team plan and just anchor the innings down. Medium pacer has been called into the attack now. Up goes the finger. Batsman's not too sure about the umpiring decision. They aren't going for a DRS opinion on this one. Dismissed off his first ball. Oh, he'll be really disappointed with that one. That was sloppy. He has gifted away his wicket. The batting side is sending in top order big guns now. Up goes the finger. Batsman's not too sure about the umpiring decision. The DRS review can be saved for later. That's the second wicket in a row. He just has to stick to the basics and play his natural game. Cricket match. The pitch looks green, still with a bit of grass on. The opening bowlers need to capitalise.
The ball could bounce around on this green pitch. Tough night for batters.
The captains are ready to call for the toss. Heads or tails? It's anyone's guess. He goes for heads. And heads it is. They've decided to bat first. Fielding team is on the ground. The opening duo is making their way to the centre. Both teams have some extraordinary players in their lineup. We can hope for a cracker of a match today.
And then again. He are ready to call for the toss. It's a
Pakistan
toss.
made
It's anyone's guess.
58
Here
runs
goes
to win
Bennett's.
from 120 balls and just under 3 runs per over. What sort of conversation would be going on in a situation like this before you're going out to defend a very, very low score of 58? Yeah, as a captain, you have to make sure the morale of the team is there, even though it was a disappointing effort by the batters, especially with the fact when captain chose to bat. Now, what he'll be urging the players, yes, we haven't got the runs on the board, let's make it difficult for the Pakistani batters. Zimbabwe batting coach Dion Ibrahim. He's got some difficult choices to make over the next few months, next couple of days actually. Yeah, one thing I'm very interested in at the moment. Yeah, we know Saim has improved as a batter. He has adjusted his approach towards the game, especially in T20 format. But Omair bin Yousuf, in the previous game, he was swinging his bat at every ball. How he's going to approach this tournament is not a challenging one. Occasions, small scores can be quite difficult to actually catch up with. Sometimes not get that wait till the herd is correct. It's been a little too relaxed. Zimbabweans can get an opening here. Really might be able to create some problems. It is interesting to see that it is the Zimbabwean captain himself, Sikandar Raza, appears to be taking the first over of this Pakistani innings. Yeah, not a bad option, given what we have seen during the first innings when Zimbabwe decided to bat. And this surface was responding quite well to the spinners. Even Salman Agha was able to pick up a wicket. Early days, still young as a batter in this format. Saim Ayub, he can pick up wickets. Sikandar Raza. Already some signs of turn for Sikandar Raza out there. And a bit of grip. Ball didn't quite come onto the bat, especially with the fact the ball is new. That's a rarity, isn't it? Couple of dot deliveries. He's got to respond. Omair bin Yousuf. There's a big shout. He's gotten himself outside the line of off stump, I think. And too many dot balls already. Decided he's going to try and manufacture something here. I think this is outside the line of off stump. Good call. There's been a little bit of room outside the line of off stump and allows Omair bin Yousuf to find the first.
What's the other thing?
Sensodyne and Pakke Dost.
And that card, 5 wickets for just 3 runs. Incredible spell of bowling. Richard Ngarava. He's bowled a couple of really fine spells so far in this series. That is a little too straight. Saim Ayub picks up Tashinga Musekiwa on the square leg boundary. How many times we have seen a left-hander picked in that direction? Last ball, quickest delivery. And up the ball on this way. That is good work by Wellington Masakadza to keep it down to just 1 run. A little bit of width. Yeah, Googly's top spinners really worked for the left armour. A short spell. 5 wickets for just 3 runs. That was a top spinner, a quickest delivery from the left armour. Got to also talk about the management of his pace through speed through the air. For me, he was outstanding. Really got that right. Understood exactly when to bowl it a little bit quicker, flatter into the wicket. Also when to just get it above the batter's eye line. History made today at Bulawayo. Sufyan Mukim, 5 for 3. It was well struck, quite a long way behind square. Tashinga Musekiwa is a fantastic athlete. Had to cover quite a lot of ground to keep that down to just 2 runs. Yeah, the first delivery, Saim Ayub faced from the left armour, he hit the ball towards the square leg fielder on the bounce, but this time around made sure that more wrist work was put into that stroke to be able to place it away from the fielder. Showing the awareness, Saim Ayub. And this time it's banged in by Ngarava, and he's gone over that vacant slip area, 3rd slip area, and picks up his first boundary. Well, he knows where the gaps are. Instead of rocking on the back foot and punching the ball through point area, he resorted to pulling his weight, sway away from the line of the delivery to be able to help the ball on its way. His first boundary. Richard Ngarava wants to make sure there is a fielder in that slip cordon area. Strengthened that, moved him back onto the 30-yard circle. 19 for none.
आपके पास हर नीड का हल है बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स
big score, 39 to win. It is a blessing Muzarabani from the airport end. Right. Without breaking a sweat. These two batters have taken the score to 20 in just 2 overs. Excellent beginning to the run chase, which is not challenging though. We saw a 10-wicket win here in the second 50 overs international. Pakistan have set it up again to make sure that they get a 10-wicket win here. Edged. And boundary number 4. Again, good awareness from Ayub. Knows that there's no fielders in that slip cordon and made no attempt at all to keep this one down. It's off the outside edge, thickest outside edge. There's a fielder down there, Trevor Gwandu. Most of the seamers have really struggled bowling on a surface like this, especially T20s. It's the spinners who have dominated. And the bounce has been true. The pace has been there for the batters to work with. He's given himself room and smashed it. And it's a big 6 over backward point. First one for Omair bin Yousuf. Yeah, he played a similar kind of a stroke in the first T20 against the same bowler, Muzarabani, backing away from the leg stump, creating that room to slice the ball off the face of the bat for a similar result. And Muzarabani is not learning way to bowl at him. Just have to disagree slightly with you about how difficult it is for seam bowlers to bowl here, because we were shown how to do it by Abbas. Just 1 over. Absolutely right. But what it is he found the right length and variations of pace, and then got that big wicket of Sikandar Raza just as he was starting to look to get set. Yeah, I'm with you, but as a fast bowler, you cannot be one dimension on a surface like this. You got to have something in your repertoire to deal with this kind of a surface. Abbas Afridi was reliant on change of pace, seam up deliveries. Wasn't a bad idea from Muzarabani to end the over with a slow delivery.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स।
good run-out attempt from Dion Myers, but I think this is probably going to be going the batsman's favour. There's a little bit of contact with Gwandu on the way through to the striker's end. It was Dion Myers. Could just be the reason why there's a problem here. Just in time. Just in time, Saim Ayub. Good effort, nevertheless, from the fielder at cover point. Myers. Beg your pardon, Dion Myers was the fielder.
Those ones never go for you when you're in a position like this. Really good effort.
Staying over the wicket to the left-handed Saim Ayub. Again we see already taking the pace off. Rolled the fingers down the side of the ball, almost imitating an off-spinner.
I had the batsman delaying his stroke. That's the way to go on a pitch like this. And it must be very disappointing for the crowd to see Zimbabwean batters capitulating. Romal side the off stump.
Raza protection back there. So the Pakistanis have gotten away to a bit of a flying start. Trevor Gwandu has just perhaps found the pace that'll get them, the Zimbabweans, a little bit of control here. Really taking it off. And that's would have been a tough chance. It was in the air for a little bit, but it is another boundary for Saim Ayub.
Yeah, I was looking for a Yorker length with that slow delivery. Turned out to be a juicy full toss. Hit the ball hard into the pitch. Saim Ayub, that's where he was able to get a pace behind that stroke.
Desperate appeal from Marumani. Everything about Trevor Gwandu says he doesn't think that Ayub nicked that one.
Deliberately creating that angle, Gwandu, on that occasion.
It's been, at least you could see he's got a plan that he's been trying to work here, mixing up his paces and angles. But this one's been picked up, and this one has gone all the way. Saim Ayub again picked it early, got himself into a good position and smashed it away for 6. 45 for none.
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब
deliveries. First three were very good, but last two slow deliveries turned out to be scoring opportunities for Saim Ayub. One was full toss, one was ill-directed delivery. He was ready for those, Saim Ayub.
Something we've seen Ngarava do. Often when he's trying to bring some control, that right-handers come around the wicket. So the plan definitely has changed. It's pace off.
Especially with the fact if a right-handed batsman is looking to create a bit of room to be able to play the ball square of the wicket on the offside, not a bad ploy this.
Targeting that short boundary, and he's absolutely smashed it.
He was looking to get out of the crease, Saim Ayub. There was a hint of disdain with that stroke. He was very dismissive, Saim Ayub. Knew where the ball should go and where the gap is.
Pulled it off the front foot, just wide of long on. Pakistan just need 8 to win, and they're 50. It's just come off from just 26 deliveries. Desperate shot. I think that probably sliding down the leg side. It's the 50-run partnership. That came in no time. No pressure on the batters. They're expressing themselves. He dominated by Ayub with 28 from 15. And then Yousuf with 20 from 12. So just 27 deliveries, 51. Slightly harder to get the ball away, square of the wicket. Bowler's bowling left arm, bowler's bowling around the wicket.
He doesn't believe in footwork. He only believes in one, backing away from the leg stump and swing the bat, and very hard.
Again. Been a few boundaries in this 50-run partnership. This is the early one. A little bit of room outside off stump from Sikandar, and then this one he's made. Dummied away to the leg side. And then this is, for me, wonderful shot. Just a little bit of space outside the off stump. First maximum of this innings. And a slightly missed length from Trevor. Gwandu got punished, and that's the second maximum of this partnership.
Yeah, he tried his hardest, Ayub, to hit the ball through covers. Wasn't able to manage, but this time around went with the right idea. Used the angle. Picked up a couple of runs with the last delivery. 5 done.
अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
backward point. Clive Madande is doing the work. That's Wellington Masakata, who's kind of stayed down after trying to pick up that as the scores are now tied.
Well, seems like he has injured himself. He is in serious pain.
Clive Madande fielded down there, and it's this shot guided over backward point, and he's got stuck. See, there's that area with that red soil. Not landed well. He looks as if he's in some real agony. That is, again, a lot of work out there for Madande. He's not got it cleanly, but it's in landing in that rough bit of area, bare of grass, and he's not landed, and it's his left wrist that he's holding. This is such a bad sight for Clive Madande. These are wickets that fell earlier for Zimbabwe. They were 37 without loss, and then they lost 10 wickets for 20 runs. Inspired spell of bowling from young Kasim, who picked up 50 for 3.
Yeah, just before the first wicket fell, the captain of Zimbabwe must be very happy that he's made the right.
आपके पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ.
Sense 9 and pakke dost.
Brush karo, brush karo, brush karo, brush karo dinara.
Sensor 9 kids se mile. Masti ka saath pucho.
It's one run to win. He's really tightly congested area backward of point. From young Kasim, picked up 50 for 3. There it is, it's been crashed away to the boundary. Backward of point, past a diving Trevor Gwandu as Pakistan win the second T20 international at Queen's Sports Club.
And have won the series. The last time Pakistan won the series was against Ireland, just before the World Cup, T20 World Cup, played in USA and West Indies. And this is convincing. Very convincing. But the bowlers came for the rescue, and this time around again, the bowlers making...
Won both these white ball series, having won the 50 overs